Today we are going to discuss on the topic nervous system, unit 15 in biology. Most probably long answer questions will come in this chapter. Students, please concentrate on this chapter. Now, first question. With a neat label diagram, explain the structure of a neuron. First you draw the diagram and explain it. First you write the main parts. First, what is a neuron? It is a basic structural and functional unit of a nervous system. It is a microscopic structure. It consists mainly three parts: cyton, dendrites, axon. Now you first explain the cyton. Cyton is also called cell body or perikaryon. The cyton, it has a central nucleus with abundant cytoplasm called neuroplasm. Then the cytoplasm has a large granular body called Nissls granules. Then in this cytoplasm has neurofibrils that transmit the nerve impulse to the other parts of the cell body. Next heading, side heading, dendrites. What is called dendrites? Dendrites are numerous branched structure. From the cytoplasmic process, it arises at the surface of the cell body. What it can do, what is its work? It conducts the nerve impulse from the towards the cyton. Then next heading is axon. What is axon? It is a single elongated and slender projection. The end of this axon terminates in the fine branches. Again it terminates into swelling, knob-like swelling called synaptic knob. Then this axon, it conducts the nerve impulse, transmit the nerve impulse. It is, the cyton is covered by a myelin sheath. Then again it is protected. It is covered by a squamous sheath cell called neurolemma. Here this plasma membrane of this axon is called axolemma. The cytoplasm is called axolemma. The next heading is synapse. Synapse means there is a junction between this synaptic knob of one axon of one neuron to the nest. You consider here one nest neuron of dendron. So there is a junction exists between this synaptic knob and another nest neuron. So in this junction, the chemical substance release a chemical substance. This substance is called as neurotransmitter, which help for the nerve impulse to transmit. So this is the explanation for the structure of a neuron. Next question, classify neuron based on its structure. So classify means you have to write the different types of neuron. So three pictures you have to draw. Draw the nucleus in the center of this axon. Here also in the middle you draw. Two ways you have to draw. And this same structure of neuron, same type only, this multipolar neuron. So first we explain the unipolar neuron. You write there are three types of neuron. First one is unipolar, second one is bipolar, third one is multipolar. First one, unipolar neuron. In this unipolar neuron, only one nerve process arises from this cyton, which acts both as axon and a dendron. Here in second case, bipolar neuron, two nerve impulses arise from the cyton. One acts as an axon and another acts as a dendron. Here in multipolar neuron, from the cyton many dendrons arise and one axon arise. So this is called multipolar neuron. Third question, describe the structure of spinal cord. First you write the shape. Spinal cord is a cylindrical shape. Where it exists, it is lying in the vertebral column. Then from where it extends from the lower end of the medulla oblongata and it up to the that first lumbar vertebra. Then you can say this spinal cord internally it contains the cerebrospinal fluid. It is filled with a cavity. This fluid is filled there. Then that part is called as a central canal. Now here main part is grey matter. In the spinal cord, this grey matter is H-shaped one. This top of this grey matter, upper portion is called posterior horns and this lower portion is called anterior horns. Bundle of fibers pass through this posterior horns and is called dorsal root. Then it come away from this anterior part, that is called ventral root. So these two roots join to form a spinal nerves. The next one you can say what is its work function. The spinal cord controls the sensory and motor impulses from and to the brain. It controls the reflex action of the body. Then next question, illustrate the structure and functions of brain. Brain mainly consists of three parts: forebrain, midbrain and hindbrain. Forebrain it is formed of cerebrum then and diencephalon. Diencephalon means it is thalamus and hypothalamus. So the cerebrum first you explain. Cerebrum means it is the largest portion of the brain. 2/3 of the brain. It forms 2/3 of the brain. Then the cerebrum is divided into two hemispheres. Is divided longitudinally. It is divided into two parts, right and left halves, by deep cleft known as median cleft. This cleft is joined by a band-like structure called corpus callosum. Then this cerebrum has a grey matter. Outer part contains grey matter, which is called cerebral cortex, and inner part contains white matter and it is called cerebral medulla. So this cerebrum, one part of this hemisphere is divided into 4 lobes. First one is frontal lobe, then side, next one is parietal lobe, then temporal lobe, and last one is occipital lobe. These 4 lobes are also known as cerebral lobes. So main function of the cerebrum is thinking, then intelligence, reasoning, willpower, etc. Then next one you explain what is called thalamus. Thalamus is where it lies, you say first. It lies in the cerebral dorsal part of the cerebral medulla. Then its main function is it controls the sensory and motor signaling. It acts as a relay center. One mark question. Thalamus only acts as a relay center. Then you will say about hypothalamus next. Hypothalamus, where it lies below this thalamus. Then important function you write. Its main function is thermoregulatory of the body. It controls the temperature of the body. That is the main function. It controls the involuntary functions like thirst, anger, fear. Then next you come to the midbrain. We explained the forebrain. Now second point is about midbrain. Midbrain, where it lies, you say. below this thalamus. That is between the thalamus and the hind brain, midbrain is present. It contains 4 rounded bodies called corpora quadrigemina. Next one is, third heading is hindbrain. Hindbrain consists, it is formed of cerebellum, pons and medulla oblongata. Cerebellum, it is the second largest portion of the brain. Its function you have to write. It controls the involuntary movements and body balance. Right, next side heading pons. Pons means what? It is a Latin word. It is a bridge. It is meaning for pons means bridge. It has nerve fibers that connect the cerebellum. What is its function? Means it controls the sleep cycle and respiration. Medulla oblongata, next side heading. You write where it is situated. It connects the spinal cord and other parts of the brain. Then it acts as you write the function of this medulla oblongata. What is its function? It controls the, it acts as a center for cardiac center, respiratory center, controls the blood pressure. Then functions of the brain they are asking in your book, tablet column, page number 223. Brain, they wrote the functions. You study that thoroughly. Then in your book, page number 228, higher order thinking questions, first and second question is there, are there. You write that, you study well that 2 questions. They will ask you that answer you take and write properly. A, spinal cord. B, cranium. C, durameter, arachnoid membrane. 3 parts that cover the brain. Durameter, arachnoid membrane and pyometer. Then how many nerves, spinal nerves are there? 31 pairs of spinal nerves. D, answer is 31 pairs of spinal nerves. Then second question, L means it is neuron, M and N means axon and dendrites. Then O means synaptic junction, P, answer is neurotransmitter. Easily you can get mark. So study well. In quarterly and half yearly exam, you always select this type of questions. All like to draw this diagram, isn't it? You are drawing the diagram, but you should explain it. Explain means each part you write as a one side heading and make one sentence. All the best, study well. Thank you.